You're listening to the Chic Code Podcast with Wirda Alyssa and Sofia Arissa. All things chic, candid, and comedy.
Hey girlies, welcome back to another episode of the Chic Code Podcast, and this episode is proudly brought to you by Tradishot.
Mau badan segera luar dalam, kulit cantik dan bersinar? Ya, minum jamu Tradishot dong. Tinggal dikocok, diputer dan langsung diminum. Gampang kan?
Khusus untuk kalian semua, ada 10% diskon. Gunakan promo kod JAMUJENGS untuk produk-produk Tradishot di www.tradishot.com.my or sama. Gunakan promo kod JAMUJENGS untuk produk-produk Tradishot di www.tradishot.com or www.tradishot.com.my. Ikuti mereka juga ya di Instagram dan TikTok mereka @tradi.shot. Thank you so much Tradishot for powering our episodes. If you guys, makasih ya.
Makasih banyak.
Permisa.
Kalau kalian mau badan segera luar dalam, kulit cantik dan bersinar, ya minum jamu Tradishot.
Repeat balik.
Gezet. Yes, tapi it's so true. Like kalau kau nak badan kau seger luar dalam, kau energetic. Kau energetic kan? Dah umur 40-an pun 50-an masih energetic.
Ya,
Minum
betul.
jamu Tradishot. Nak kulit cantik dan bersinar seperti fountainnya malak,
Ya, minum Tradishot.
minum jamu Tradishot.
Ya.
There you go. And kau janganlah order setakat satu kotak. Mana perubahan kau boleh nampak?
Tak boleh order 2 kotak.
No.
Satu bulan.
4 kotak. Yeah, then you can
4
see the
kotak.
results.
Yes,
Serious
correct.
talk ni.
Ya,
Serious
correct.
talk.
Ya, correct.
Yes.
Alright. So, untuk cerita pada hari ini, jingle please.
Oh no, jangan pandang kiri, benda halus tengah nyanyi. Oh no, bunyi di dinding macam ketawa tapi dingin. Cerita hantu kelakar seram. Wirda Elisa, Sofia Arissa, buat aku rasa. Cerita hantu kelakar seram. Gelap dia pahit, manis tapi keras.
I love how it's I love how it's so a girly pop lagu ni. Kenalah dengan branding kita, cerita hantu kelakar seram. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Alright. Ini daripada sender kita yang pernah hantar story dia. Babe, kau ingat yang kawan Cina dia kena possess dengan hantu dekat camp?
Oh yeah?
Yes. Suddenly kawan Cina dia berbual Melayu.
Yeah, bro.
So this is
Oh, kat camp ya.
yang dekat camp yang kau imitate.
Kau lah yang imitate.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so it's another story from her. Alright. So salam Wirda and Sofia. I still can't. Ya Allah. Aswilah.
Terus mood
Kena tunggu. Okay, yeah. Salam Wirda and Sofia. I still can't believe you guys read my story about my fiancé getting spooked by his Chinese friend. I was so happy and excited. Everyone watching that episode gelap macam orang gila. And because of that, I have another story to share with you girls. Hope you guys enjoy this one because I still remember it clearly until today. Cerita dia macam ni. Back when I was a film student, one of our projects was to produce a short film. At that time, my group was filming a story about a single mother struggling to take care of her 4 children. Because the family in the story was supposed to be poor, we had to find old and run-down locations for this film.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the locations was this tiny 2-room HDB flat. It was one of those really old units with cracked paint, stained walls, and old terrazzo tiles where the grout looked like it was full of holes. The toilet was the squat jamban kind of type, and the old wooden cabinet in the room. Inside the cabinet were things macam sejadah and other personal belongings. Rumah orang Melayu lah, aku rasa, okay? Being film students, of course we thought the location fit the story perfectly, so we went ahead and set up our entire set there. Usually, setting up a film set takes 1 or 2 days. My friend and I would sometimes stay until late at night preparing everything. While setting up, I always had this strange feeling that something wasn't right. It wasn't anything obvious, but there was this constant uneasy feeling like someone was watching me. Since there was only one room in the flat, we kept all our equipments there, and that is where things started getting weird. Sometimes when we needed a piece of equipment or props, it would suddenly go missing. We would search everywhere for it, only for it to turn up later in places that both of us were absolutely sure we never put it. We would sometimes fight about it because it is annoying. Yelah, babe, macam main sembunyi-sembunyikan barang kau.
Iyalah, babes.
Habis letak kat random places. Damn, okay. We are already rushing for time, and this is not the time to be careless or playing around. And that was only the first of the disturbances. From that point on, my friend and I would never leave each other's side because we were honestly getting quite scared, and we want to quickly finish it. There were other strange things that happened too. Sometimes the kitchen would suddenly have this awful smell for no apparent reason. The tap in the toilet would also keep dripping even though it was fully turned off. Usually we wouldn't think too much about things like that. Rumah tu pun dah tua, so we just assumed it was because the flat was old and poorly maintained. The smell could have been coming from the pipes, and the dripping taps was probably just faulty plumbing. But somehow, combined with the uneasy feeling we already had in the house, everything felt a lot more creepier. Because of that, we avoided the toilet as much as possible. We were so scared to the point where whenever we needed to use the bathroom, we would rather go all the way downstairs to the coffee shop than use the toilet inside the flat. Also, the toilet had a very pungent smell. Even we tried to use the jamban, we also might faint. Lol. We tried to tell our group mates, but they all think that we were just too stressed and were scaredy cats, especially the boys. On the actual day of the shoot, it was around 6 or 7 p.m. Everyone was busy doing their own jobs. The actors were preparing, the crew was setting up lights, and honestly, nobody had the time to think about all the weird things that had happened before. Me and my friend who was with me throughout the setting up of the set had to comfort each other and told ourselves that we had to be brave for the sake of the shoot and our grades. But it seems that Jinn or Shaitan don't care about getting that 4.0 GPA. When it was finally time to roll, the assistant director called for silence on set. Everything was quiet. Suddenly, our sound man looked up at us dengan muka mengamuk dia, and then dia cakap, "Stop laughing." Kita semua were confused, like, huh? Siapa gelak? Nobody laughed. Can you imagine, you audio guy, you dengar kat headphone? Jangan ketawa. Jangan, aku takut ni. Nak beranikan diri.
Tak, macam imagine it's a serious scene.
Serious
Lepas tu tiba-tiba kau dah
You dengar kat headphone.
and macam semua dah penat nak balik. Then macam like, salah, ni host masih nak ketawa-ketawa
Masih nak ketawa
So tak rap-rap. So kau macam dah bingit. Can you stop it not? Tapi kita tengah
Kan. You sinister that laughter. Alright, the entire set went silent and everyone started looking at each other, trying to figure out who the sound man was talking to. But he insisted that he heard laughter through his headphones. Since we couldn't figure out what happened, we just cut the take and restarted the scene. The scene itself was quite simple. the mother was supposed to stand in front of a mirror and have a moment of self-reflection, realizing that she was more than just a struggling single mother and she still had her own identity and strength. Macam gitu. As the actress was performing the scene, the camera operator was monitoring the shot through the camera monitor. Suddenly, he froze. Through the reflection in the mirror, he saw what looked like a dark shadow standing behind the actress. At first, he thought it was one of the crew members accidentally walking into the frame. So dia katalah, belah lah, orang tengah nak shoot ni. But when he looked away from the monitor and into the actual room, there was no one standing behind her. Yet, through the camera, the dark figure was still there. Member freaked out and whispered softly to the director that something was there. When the director reviewed the footage from his iPad, muka member berubah. So to be safe and not to tegur the identity, the director decided to change the camera angle and reposition the shot. He didn't want the mirror reflection to be direct anymore, just in case it was causing weird visual artifacts or distracting shadows. I was really starting to feel really scared at that point, so I leaned over and told my friend quietly, kau tak rasa macam ada benda ke? She looked at me for a second and then replied just as softly, jangan cakap, nanti benda tu lagi nak kacau. The way she said it made my stomach drop because she didn't even sound like she was joking anymore. After that, we both just stayed close to each other and didn't really talk much. We were still trying to act normal and sad, but deep down, both of us were on the edge. At this point, everyone started becoming a lot more cautious and honestly a little panicky. Not only we were trying to rush against time, but everyone was also trying not to think about all the weird things that had been happening, so we quickly finished that scene and moved on. To put things into perspective, we still had about 6 scenes left to shoot, and each scene had around 5 to 6 different shots. So can you imagine the level of panic we were dealing with while trying to stay professional? During one of the scenes, one of our lights suddenly started flickering.
Alamak.
It was every time we wanted to roll, the light would figure. It didn't happen once or twice, but more like 4 times consecutively.
Dia dah main lampu dah.
Main lampu.
Dah main Swiss dah.
Ew. The lighting guy was getting really annoyed because he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. We ended up calling for a short break while he tried to fix the issue. And around the same time, our actress suddenly said she felt dizzy and uneasy. Since she wasn't feeling well, we decided to let her rest in the bedroom where we kept all our filming equipment. The moment she went into that room, my friend and I immediately felt uncomfortable. It was hard to explain, but it felt like she shouldn't have been there. The atmosphere in the room suddenly felt different. It was darker than before, colder somehow, and there was this strange heaviness in the air that made us not want to step inside. Still, she was exhausted and quickly fell asleep on the decathlon chair that we brought. Everything seemed normal for a while. Then suddenly, bang! We heard something crash from the kitchen. Everyone jumped. The crew immediately rushed over to check what had happened. And when we got there, one of our filming accessories had somehow fallen out of the equipment box and landed on the floor. And the strange part was nobody had touched the box. Nobody had gone near it even. And for a few seconds, nobody said a word. We all just stood there staring at the equipment on the floor, trying to convince ourselves that there had to be a logical explanation. But deep down, I think everyone was thinking the same thing. To try to ease the tension, the cam op joked around and said, "Siapa kentut siya?" Alamak, orang dah tak nak kacau, si Mamat ni cari pasal. Everyone warned him to not say anything and just pick up the things that dropped. He, being so slinger, thought everyone was just being stressed. Kau tiba.
There's gonna be that one. There's always that one person.
Yes.
Macam don't get the room.
Yeah.
Don't read the room. Don't get it.
Siapa kentut siya? Tiba. After that incident, our actress suddenly started feeling feverish. She looked pale and exhausted and eventually asked if we could finish filming as quickly as possible. At that point, all of us just wanted to get the shoot over and done with. Once the lighting issue was fixed and everything seemed normal again, we prepared for the final scene of the day. And this scene was an emotional one. The mother was supposed to be breakdown crying, as if she had been hurt deeply by everything she had gone through. She had to portray intense emotional pain and let out a scream of frustration and heartbreak. Macam itu. Like that. Yep. Her crying felt incredibly real. The entire set went silent because everyone was focused on her performance. Then came the scream. But the moment she screamed, something felt off. It didn't sound like the scream of someone acting out of sadness or disappointment. The sound was so intense and unsettling that everyone on set instantly looked at each other.
Kau rasa dia scream macam mana tu?
Aku rasa scream dia macam daripada like it's like like it became kasar tau. Dia punya scream. Isn't macam marah. Before anyone could react, she suddenly collapsed to the floor. She fainted. The entire crew rushed towards her. At that moment, nobody was thinking about camera angles, continuity, or finishing the shoot anymore. We were all genuinely worried about her. And what made it even scarier was that this happened after a whole day of strange incidents that none of us could properly explain. Maybe it was exhaustion, maybe it was stress, or maybe the atmosphere of that old flat had gotten into all of our heads. But standing there in that HDB with the lights still on and the camera still rolling, honestly kan, I would say that every single person on set just wanted to pack up and leave. After the actress fainted, terperanjat aku, ya Allah, Robert. Okay.
Dia nak apa?
Dia nak minum sebab tiba-tiba rasa ngantuk.
Oh, ngantuk.
Okay. Alright. So we quickly made sure that she was okay, booked her Grab, and we packed whatever equipment we could grab and decided to call it a day. And usually, as film students, we were very particular about our equipment. Every cable, light stands, battery and camera accessories had to be accounted for before leaving the location.
That's true.
But that night was different. Semua orang nak balik and wanted to get out of that flat as fast as possible. And as we were discussing on what to do with the remaining props and equipment, our assistant director suddenly said, "Never mind, tinggalkan barang je kat sini. We can always come back and take it tomorrow."
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We all went home that night feeling exhausted and honestly still shaken with everything that happened on set. Tapi benda yang paling buat semua orang freak out was when our director, who was also the editor, started reviewing the footage. At first everything looked normal till he reached the final scene. Actress tu menangis and screamed sebelum dia pingsan. When he played frame by frame, he noticed something weird. A small, dark, blurry shape near the actress that appeared for a split second. We all tried to deny it, maybe shadow or lighting issue. But then everyone started questioning how it could look so dark and so off. Especially after everything that happened that day, dia punya suara ketawa yang tak tahu datang dari mana, equipment hilang sendiri, vibe dalam rumah yang memang rasa tak betul, actress tiba-tiba demam, lighting problem, and then talent tiba pingsan during the final scene. Memang semua benda tu still fresh in our minds. So bila nampak benda tu in the footage, semua orang terus diam, masing-masing dah start rasa this is no longer just a technical issue yang biasa. Seeing that dark shape in the footage memang cukup untuk buat semua orang panik habis. And honestly, that was the moment semua orang dalam kru dah tak boleh nak act cool lagi. Yang selalu steady pun dah start gelabah. And that thing memang freak everyone out gila. Sampai sekarang, I still tak tahu benda apa sebenarnya. Tapi bila fikir balik, I kept going back to that flat. Especially the old wooden cupboards yang ada macam sejadah barang-barang lama semua tu. Semua nampak macam dah lama tak terusik langsung. Sangat dusty. Memang lama sangat tak ada orang jaga tempat tu.
Siapa ni rumah tu?
Aku tak tahu where they got it.
Kan?
Right.
They enter. How they go?
And lepas semua benda pelik yang jadi hari tu, memang susah nak tak overthink. Of course, as film students, we know sometimes lighting, shadow, exhaustion, semua tu boleh trick mata kita. Bila penat, rushing, pressure shoot, benda simple pun boleh nampak macam lain. Tapi still sampai sekarang, tengok balik scene tu, I just can't fully explain kenapa felt so off that day. That's all from me. Sorry kalau cerita ni panjang sikit, but ever since that incident, every time I go for shoots, I memang akan start dengan doa dulu, and I always bring along Surah Yasin with me for a peace of mind and as a reminder to stay grounded. Lastly, a big thank you to the Chic Code podcast for all the amazing work and positivity you girls share. May your success keep growing, rezeki makin luas, and may you all continue being as amazing as you are from now till the very end. Love from your number one fan, Anonymous.
MasyaAllah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Guys, okay, this rang a bell about a shoot yang aku pernah buat dulu. Okay, aku tak tahu aku pernah ceritakan ke tidak.
Shoot apa sis?
Babe, last time kan aku banyak ambil macam freelance shoot. Okay, and then we did this macam shoot with like traditional outfits. Okay, and this was done at okay, if you guys don't know, Tuas dulu, area kat Tuas ada satu tempat ni they use for filming, where it's like shop houses.
Wow.
They build up tau. Kira kan it was like aku tak tahu whether it was for last time punya TV ke apa, but that whole place was actually a film set.
I think I heard
Yeah,
about it.
okay. So it really looks like shop houses and stuff like that. And I don't know why that location was there for that particular shoot. Maybe nak nampak macam feel lama lah kot. Right? So we wore this traditional outfit. It was pasal ada film set kan. So ada film set kampung Melayu, babe. Okay. So it was like a kampung. Literally like a kampung. Macam like a veranda. And then there's like it's like literally wooden house. Okay. Decided to shoot over there. Okay. For that traditional outfit. So macam adalah shoot kita kat dalam rumah kampung tu. Aku dengan 2 more talents lah, okay. Shoot dalam rumah kampung tu. Macam kita macam step keluar daripada tingkap, look at each other. It's photo shoot lah. It's not even a video shoot. It was a whole day shoot. And then we left that place before maghrib lah. Okay. Sebab tempat tu ulu. So I didn't feel any, it was a little bit eerie lah, I would say lah. Sebab macam old kampung and stuff like that kan. So kita dah ambil gambar-gambar blah blah blah. They never released the photos of that place. Okay. Sebab, this is what I heard. I never get a chance to see the photos, okay? But this is what I heard. They said that ada penampakan kakak dekat gambar kita. Kat kampung tu itself. Fuck. My bulu roma. It's wild. Yeah. Ya, so dia main cak-cak lah, babe. Sebab dia macam rumah kampung.
Iyalah, kau keluar tingkap macam gitu.
So,
dia pun nak.
Kau faham tak?
Faham lah, babe.
Ada benda tu kat situ. Jadi dia tak release gambar-gambar tu.
Tak kasih tengok pun.
Tak, aku pun tak minta. Aku tak nak tengok. Ya,
Dia untuk apa? Bridal ke, babe?
Nanti aku cakap give it away.
Nanti
off air lah aku ceritakan. Ya, tapi seram lah, babe. Ya, tak ingat cerita ni. Keluar kat gambar. Kat situ tak ada gambar keluar. Scary Mary.
Scary Mary.
Scary Mary.
Salam TCC girlies. Please keep me anonymous. My cousins and I are huge listeners from Singapore, and we wanted to share a supernatural experience that we faced during our cousin's trip in KL.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is scary to TCC listeners out there, but it's sure scared us to the point that we checked out 1 hour after checking in. It is a little lengthy, but I hope it's entertaining. Let's start.
All right.
My cousins and I booked an Airbnb at a rather convenient place in KL, which was just opposite Berjaya Times Square Mall. It is called at Bukit Bintang.
Alright.
We booked a penthouse to host 9 of us comfortably, and what makes us attracted to the penthouse even more was that there was a pool table to keep us entertained.
Okay.
Our first red flag was when we looked for a review for that apartment, but there wasn't any. We looked at Google reviews and it were 3 to 4 stars, which was decent for us. So we went to many hotels. As we went to many hotels and Airbnb with such ratings before and did not have any issues lah.
Okay.
So kita just snooze on and booked it.
Okay.
Fast forward to the day of check-in. We were stunned by how poorly maintained the building was. Behind that building was an abandoned flat. How we know it was abandoned is because there wasn't any lights that were switched on or any clothes hanging or what not.
Okay.
Mind you, it was only 8 p.m. when we arrived. Or to add on, we saw a TikTok video that mentioned behind the apartment there were graveyards. To be honest, me and my 2 other girl cousins were already skeptical as all 3 of us are having our menses.
Alamak.
But we still went in and did our self-check-in. It is a penthouse, so it is located at the highest level of the building.
Okay.
Kau nak Google dulu tak dia kasih
Ada.
ni.
Oh, okay. Dia ada attach gambar video semua, babe.
Ada.
Disney. Ada.
Oh, ada.
Dekat
Oh.
Bukit Bintang. Is it?
Ya. Oh, ya.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, babe. Sambung, babe.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Actually, the look of the building itself is already eerie, babe.
That's what I wanted to say.
Kan? It's like macam in the 80s punya flat.
Ya, babe. Ya. Betul.
Tapi penthouse kau.
Kau tengok. Oh. Location memang best lah.
Best lah.
Tapi dia macam stuck in the 80s. Betul kau cakap?
Kan, babe?
Ya.
Zaman movie macam macam ni Adri?
You dengan
Ali,
You dengan Wida
boleh tak sudikah Ali keluar dengan Kartika?
Boleh. Mari saya adjustkan.
Kan? Movie 70-an 80-an. Faham tak?
Korang buat kelakar. Okay.
Okay. The moment the lift opened to our level, I kid you not, it was creepy AF. The first thing that caught our eye was that one of the neighbor's door has an abnormal looking talisman pasted at top right. I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
On top of that, it was dimly lighted and we could not even find our Airbnb door. You know why? Because it does not look like a door. It has like round metal balls on the door.
Round metal balls?
Oh, ni lah Syul.
What?
It doesn't look like a house door.
Why is the door like that?
That is creepy, sia. What's the
What?
purpose of the metal ball?
Dia nampak.
So this is the talisman yang
Okay. Ya.
yeah.
Babe, pintu tu nampak macam kau tahu pintu-pintu temple. Pintu-pintu temple.
Yeah, babe. And or at least the neighbor door looks
Like a
normal.
door. Diorang punya pintu. Aku describe dengan korang, okay? It's like a white door with metal balls on it.
Macam piercing. Just metal ball macam.
Yeah. And it doesn't look chic, okay guys? It looks scary.
Babe, and nampak sangat was a talisman but they umpil it out. Kan?
Oh my god. Ya, yang kat atas tu bekas double-sided tape.
Yes, kan babe. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Lepas tu.
Okay. Sekejap, sorry. Mana? Okay. We then give salam and open the door. True enough, it was huge. But something inside it felt off. Immediately after going in, I felt heavy on my shoulders, as if someone is sitting on it.
Okay.
If I were to blame the bag that I carry, why was the feeling immediately after we opened the door?
Yeah.
Plus, my bag isn't that heavy for it to hurt that much. Also, for some reason, my back and my ears were hot. Macam peng, kau tahu?
Macam panas.
Panas. My other cousins also encountered the same thing. Her back was hot even when the AC was on. But still, we husnuzon and did our rounds in the house.
Alamak.
Oh my god. It is so run down and does not look like the picture at all. Tapes were everywhere to cover cracks or chipped walls. We paid that much for such quality. Okay, never mind. We went the first floor and turned on all the lights and AC. Nothing much, just that the quality of the place was bad. We then went up the stairs. The layout of the second floor is as such. There are 2 flights of stairs, and once you reach the top, on your left is the pool table.
Okay.
Right in front of the stairs is a bedroom. On your right, you have to walk a bit and it is the second bedroom.
Okay.
When you face the second bedroom, on the right, it will lead you to a big ass toilet that had a bathtub.
Okay.
And all the way till the end is the third bedroom.
Okay.
That place is huge.
Oh, besar.
Basically kalau imagine macam rumah kat Singapore kondo-kondo is this huge.
Yeah, right.
Boleh tak pool table tu?
That's why.
So we went upstairs. Oh, sorry. The girls and I, as well as my other cousins, went upstairs while the girls and I, as well as my other cousin Anne, went upstairs while my other cousins H and E remained downstairs to continue checking.
Okay.
E said that when he went to the toilet, he felt a big presence behind him.
Oi.
But H was in the living room, which was very far from where he is. As he opened the toilet door, the curtains in the bathroom suddenly moved. But there isn't any wind because all the windows are shut and only the AC was turned on. Plus, the AC is all the way in the living room. E then told H to go up to check on us.
Yeah.
So then we went into the first bedroom on the second floor. Chill shivers down my spine. I immediately told myself, nope, I'm not staying in this room. I just turned on the lights and aircon and moved on to the second bedroom with the rest. Surprisingly, that bedroom felt nothing like the rest of the house. It felt homey and comfortable. So my 2 other cousins immediately said that they will be sleeping there with their 2 brothers.
Okay.
Then we went to the third room. Oh my god. It was worse than the first bedroom. Okay. That room has a balcony door, but it was locked. It was not normally locked. It was locked in a way that the owner inserted the key, locked the door and break the head of the key, leaving the rest of the key inside of the doorknob. Faham tak?
Reply.
Dia dah lock, tapi
lock.
macam dia macam, so kunci tu stuck kat dalam, tapi kepala kunci tu dah terpatah.
Oh.
Ya.
Okay.
Okay. Like die tak allow us to open at all. So my older cousin turned on his phone light to see what's outside. He saw mysterious boxes that were covered with black plastic bag and then further secured with tapes, which was weird. So imagine kau rent an Airbnb, like you go into a bedroom and then there's a balcony access.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you cannot even access the balcony.
Yeah.
So it looks like macam, oh, it's just you're not able to
Yeah.
access lah. Tapi kau tengok kat tingkap, kau tengok apa yang kat luar balcony semua macam kotak-kotak black plastic bag with tapes and all. So macam like,
Yeah.
kau faham tak? Because if
fishy.
you wanna rent out your house for Airbnb, it needs to be very like
Benda-benda ni semua tak ada apa?
semua tak ada, bukan rumah kau. Like it's rumah kau, tapi
Yes.
you shouldn't be having macam your personal items there.
Yeah.
Okay. I then told them we need to azan this place. So the boys start to azan. My cousin E went down to azan alone in the living room. My other cousin N went to the pool table area to azan and told us that he felt super uneasy. His heart started to beat so fast. And then I told them that azan not enough. Aku rasa kita kena buka surah Al-Baqarah. This was when everything turned bad. Ni boleh jadi ship production juga.
Yeah.
I went into the first room to put my things there. I felt chills down my spine again. I felt like I was being watched from the windows on top of the stairs. I then switched on Surah Al-Baqarah on Spotify and let it run in the room, leaving the door ajar. We totally forgot about our H was left upstairs alone. The girls and I, as well as E and N, went down together. The girls and I felt hopeless and so scared for our safety because of our situation. We then macam ramai-ramai sat down in the living room. This was what happened to H when he was upstairs alone. Mind you, he also doesn't know that he was alone upstairs. So he was in the third bedroom trying to on Al-Baqarah. After that, he went into the toilet to have a look at it. He told us that the moment he stepped into the toilet, he heard footsteps. This was what happened to H when he was This was what happened to H when he was upstairs alone. Mind you, he also doesn't know that he was alone upstairs. So, he was in the third bedroom trying to on Surah Al-Baqarah. After that, he went into the toilet to have a look at it. He told us that the moment he stepped into the toilet, he heard footsteps running behind him. He would just brush it off, advising that it was his imagination. But then again, he could also felt the vibration as well. So he went down and saw all of us were already at the couch together. Not long after that, my husband and brother came. I could immediately tell the mood shifted in my husband's face. He also mentioned that the moment he stepped into the house, he felt lightheaded, while my optimistic brother doesn't feel anything. Mesti ada that one.
Yeah. The nonchalant
person,
one.
macam, okay, right now. We all gathered around the couch and started to discuss about the situation.
Yeah.
I said that for the sanity of me and the girls, I think it's better for us to check out now and find another place to stay. So as we go back and forth with which hotel to stay, etc., the Al-Baqarah was also playing in the living room TV.
Okay.
So kau imagine kita dah. Kau imagine. So macam mana? Nak stay ke nak check out? Check out lah. Tempat ni macam a bit rundown lah. Like
Yeah,
kau
the
tahu
one-
kau nak macam
Yeah, you want to sugarcoat it a bit
yes,
lah.
sugarcoat like,
Yeah.
tempat ni macam rundown lah. Not like the picture lah. Yeah. Tapi macam semua orang macam tahu like
everyone knows.
the vibes are just off and we are all scared, but kita have to sugarcoat because we are scared.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then mind you, Surah Al-Baqarah was also playing in the background room in the TV. But for some reason, I heard someone crying softly at the end of every verse. So imagine at every verse.
Merinding syul.
Tapi very faint, babe. Kau imagine macam kau tengah berbual, kau imagine kau discuss.
Yeah, okay. So lepas ni nak we should find somewhere nearby lah.
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Yeah. We should find somewhere nearby and try to like find. Yeah. Mana tu kat hotel kat depan Bukit Bintang tu? Yeah, maybe we can try that. No.
Okay. I was stunned and tried to nonchalantly look around. That is so Sofia. Kan?
Yes.
Tapi actions kau loud. But you thought you were slick, but okay. I was okay. E and N also heard the same thing. However, the weird thing was the rest of the cousins did not hear the cry.
Right.
They heard things on the second level instead. They heard tapping noises, things moving, and just rowdy things upstairs. But there is no one upstairs.
Oh my God.
So after some time of discussion, we decided to pack up and leave. So all of us went up together after packing and went down first, followed by me. But I stopped midway as I was waiting for the rest to go down together. While standing there alone, my shoulder felt even more heavy, like I myself couldn't take the weight. My cousin took a video of the whole situation and it showed as if there was a head on my shoulder.
What?
Not long after that, the rest started to come down. So while they were going down the stairs, they can see the second bedroom door. It was, how to say this word?
It was adjacent to the stairs. Adjacent.
My-
Jason King.
Derulo. My brother D said at his peripheral view, he saw the door closing by itself. But didn't see anything. E then turned and pointed out, "Hey, the door closing by itself." And he went down. The rest, all the kelam kabut, go down the stairs and all of us went down together. Overall, it was a bad experience for us. We thought we could have fun with the space and the fact that it was so convenient to move. But we couldn't scam with the quality of the penthouse and the supernatural instances. If this story gets to be in your CHKS, thank you for reading my story. And may TCC podcast prosper and go to greater heights. So they have attached pictures of the penthouse. So yeah, the building looks very eerie, guys. Like,
Yes.
and very rundown.
Yes.
So it's the alright. And then yang the metal ball on the door, that one is already sus because that doesn't look like a home door.
Yep.
Kalau aku takkan fikir itu, that's the apartment
Yep.
macam kuil.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Lepas tu, yeah.
They attached videos of them like
Yeah.
checking out and like walking around in the apartment, and then of them discussing what to do.
Kan?
Yup. Oh. Okay.
The attached video.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we can't include this in.
Tapi, the
Apartment
apartment
looks
is nice.
not bad.
Yeah,
actually.
it looks modern.
Yeah, dia bukan run down like stuck in the 70s sangat. There's still warm lighting.
Correct. Bright.
Yeah, bright. Parquet floors. Quite modern. A bit old but still quite modern.
Yes.
Cuma
correct.
dekat luar tu memang tak boleh lah. The lift lobby tu memang tak boleh. Pelik guys.
Yeah, actually macam when aku tengok ni dia tak nampak eerie sangat tau.
Yes,
Kan,
yes.
I was
Aku
thinking
pun
macam
tengok.
kau tahu macam flat lama.
Aku pun ingatkan flat lama.
Tapi seram jugalah.
Ya.
Because tempat tu besar.
Tempat tu besar and vacant. So macam the air is so still and the energy is ni very strong tau dalam rumah ni.
Betul.
Eish.
Nasib diorang pergi ramai-ramai
Kan, that's why.
Yeah. Okay, yep, that's creepy. Oh my gosh.
Okay, cerita last. Oh, 46 really. Oh wow, we had 2 very long stories today in CHKS. Thank you guys for your story submission. Kalau ada story-story seram, boleh email kita dekat theshakehopodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, correct.
Thank you so much and stay tuned till the end of this video sebab kita ada ngobrol jamu talk dengan Malak. So yeah, thank you guys and see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey girlies, we're back with Malak for Product Talk with a Tradishot. Yeah, so kalau korang tengok last 2 episodes, we did skincare. Last week kita buat body care. This week kita nak buat hair care.
yes.
Yes, because we know Malak really takes care of her hair. Yes. So apa rahsiamu Malak? Share lah untuk yelah perempuan-perempuan yang pakai hijab macam kita ni. Sometimes they think that hair is secondary tau. Padahal it's
Yeah. Yeah. So hair care, Malak. What's your hair routine like? We would love to know.
Okay. Actually, right, for people with like macam for people who are hijabis, that's the point where you should take care even more.
Kan, all the
Pasal
more
rambut
kan?
kau tertutup every day lah kan. So to me paling important is kau kena dry your hair before kau pakai hijab.
Sudah tentulah.
I have heard some people macam dorang aku tak boleh.
I can
Macam-
already smell it from here.
Smell is one thing, and then macam how do you? It's like so icky, right? Like half
Moist
macam
kan?
moist, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so aku macam tu tak boleh guys, tak boleh.
Exactly.
So kalau kau pakai tudung, please invest in like a hair dryer.
Betul.
Kau
True.
hair dry lah. Macam kalau kau tak ada time nak macam air dry kan, hair dryer. And then aku pakai hair oil.
Hair oil.
Hair oil. Okay, so first shampoo lah kan.
Shampoo,
Shampoo betul-betul. I recently love a local brand. I used to have a subscription with another like overseas brand.
Okay.
Tapi diorang dah macam out of business ke apa, susah nak susah gila nak dapat. Yeah.
Serious
Aku
lah.
dah-
The one
yeah,
yang aku share. But smells so good, right,
It
babe?
smells so good and it's good
It's good.
The mask is so good. Aku pun pernah makan dia punya
Gummy.
hair, dia punya peel tu.
Yup.
Very good. And to me like rambut aku is really my crown lah. Pasal
Yup, betul.
husband aku pun bila dia fell in love with me, he said he fell in love with my hair first. Yeah, when he met me that time lah. So aku really take care. So recently I discovered local brand, really good also.
Yeah.
And then so I've been using their shampoo, their their conditioner, and also their body care also actually.
Serious
Yes.
ah? Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
So and then after that, so conditioner and then mask. Aku pakai hair mask.
Okay,
and
hari-hari ke?
Tak lah.
Once
Hair mask
per
maybe
week?
once
or
or
twice per week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one is my bad habit but jangan follow lah.
Okay.
So aku tak suka comb my hair.
Sama.
Because I feel when I comb my hair, I pull the hair strands.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just
don't know how do you
like
comb
it.
your hair. Just pasal rambut kau macam straight. You know when you I love to see people combing their hair.
Yeah, because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Why you guys don't like it?
Entahlah,
takut
maybe because
terbubu,
kita got wavy, I don't know,
Yeah, wavy and
curly
aku
hair.
macam kalau bila comb tu macam it pulls my hair down. Aku tak suka.
Yeah.
So it's just a meeting, jangan ikut.
Yeah.
But recently I start combing my hair only when it's like semi wet.
Oh, faham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that is okay lah, aku can renew. Tapi kalau macam dry kan aku tak suka. Like nanti the curls macam dah jadi macam
Dia macam jadi frizzy
dia macam gini.
Oh, macam
instead of gini.
you girls have curly
Imagine.
hair. Yes.
Wavy lah,
Wavy
wavy.
curly hair lah macam
And
tu.
then there is this one trick kalau kau nak your hair like depan suami lah kan, nak hair macam baba boom.
Yeah.
Indonesians we like to dulu kan macam we section our hair and then we ke depan kan.
Okay.
And then you take baby powder.
Baby
powder.
Okay.
This is Indo girls punya quote tau actually.
Oh, okay.
You macam talk lah. You just gini-gini and then after that you hilangkan. It will add some volume. Dia macam ala-ala dry shampoo.
Yeah, macam kau pernah try juga
Tak.
Oh.
Aku use dry shampoo lah. But
Yeah,
I
lah
think
kalau
it's the same.
it's
I
the
think it's
same
about
lah.
the same.
Yeah, so that's a hack.
Oh, okay.
And then
We'll try
also
that.
one Indonesian quote macam I mean since like aku love jamu and all this kan, like macam dulu mak aku selalu suruh aku pakai this minyak called Mirabella. Aku tak tahu whether korang pernah nampak dekat Al-Barakah.
Okay.
Al-Barakah kan? Al-Barakah. Aku nak cakap Al-Bakar.
Tahu, confusing.
Yeah, so it's a green oil. Kat Shopee pun ada. It smells like vegan. It smells like actually like if you ever use Vegamore punya mask, it smells like that. Then aku realise the ingredient of that oil is actually really good. Even like overseas brand pun pakai.
Orang aring lah.
Ya, orang
kan?
aring, ya.
This
Orang
one.
aring. Yes.
Orang aring. Ini legend Syul.
Legend.
Ini legend.
Yes, Mirabella.
Nenek aku akan kau tahu letak
MBK,
MBK.
Ya, tapi aku dah tak pakai lagi lah pasal aku tak nak macam sekarang dah ada husband, takkanlah bau macam gini.
Ya, faham.
Bombok, you know. Tak suka lah.
Oh
Ya,
my
so
God.
sekarang aku pakai hair perfume or ada hair oil lah.
Oh ya, hair mist. Aku pun suka hair mist.
Hair mist,
Untuk kasi wangi-wangi.
Yelah.
Pakai tudung pun
Ya.
kena pakai
Kena-
benda-benda ni
sebelum
semua.
pakai tudung maybe hair mist.
Ya.
It works, right?
Or yang the cooling scalp spray.
kan?
Aku pakai sedap mentoli sikit, you know. And then also this one also bila macam kita kalau because I'm half Arab, I'm Arab Indonesian, right?
Yup.
So we have this ritual whereby whereby when we go for like our henna nights, henna party, you know, nak kahwin, kita akan bukur our hair. Bukur. So you bakar bukur,
Okay.
and then you bakar like the asap to the hair.
Okay.
Yes, your hair will smell so good for days.
Oh my God.
But now there is this Swiss Arabian punya perfume, hair perfume, which smells like that also, like bukur. But it's a bit more rosy, so it's nice also.
That is really
Wow.
interesting. Aku first time dengar bukur
Yes,
rambut.
yes.
Right. Actually, it makes sense sebab you're talking about asap, right? You go
Yes.
to Lau Pasat, your hair is
It
gonna
will
like...
catch on the
Yeah.
yes, correct.
Yelah, macam like what I was saying, like asap apa, bukur asap, right?
Yes.
Kalau kau pergi Lau Pasat, rambut kau akan bau asap dia. And it stays kalau kau tak, cuci rambut. So,
Bau sate.
bau sate.
Yeah. Pasal Lau Pasat dia pergi select first je.
oi.
Macam kerja kitchen weh. And it will really last for days kan?
Ya.
Baju
Baju
dalam
kau-
semua lah.
Bag kau.
Jangan bawa beg-beg cantik. Tak
ya,
boleh. You will
ya.
smell the leather will. No.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Talking about Select Fest.
Yes.
Is Tradishot gonna join Select Fest in August?
Yes. We are going to be at Select Fest this August. Yes.
What booth?
Alamak, aku tak ingat lah. Tapi dekat stage lah.
Dekat stage.
Kita belakang stage.
Dekat situ lah.
Yes.
We're going to be together.
Yes.
Yes.
So exciting for Select Fest.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you Malak for sharing your hair care tips. Kalau korang ada hair care tips yang best-best, boleh letak kat bawah. Tapi also jangan lupa untuk check out Tradishot. Kalau belum try, please do so. Ini semua investment untuk diri kau.
Of course.
Yeah.
And investing in yourself is never a waste of money.
Yes.
Okay?
Agreeness.
Yes. So please consume Tradishot. And kalau you ada masalah macam selalu acid reflux ke, susah nak burp ke, gastric ke, you boleh try dia punya the purple one, which is the berry blast.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
Thank you so much. We see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.